In this tutorial, I'll show you how to install and configure the AWS CLI on Windows. When you complete this tutorial, you will have the CLI installed, configured, and you'll run a test command to make sure everything works. It does help if you have some background of AWS, and you should have some familiarity with the Windows command prompt. And then here are the steps we will complete. First, we'll launch the lab session, then we'll install the CLI, we'll configure it, and run a test command. Let's start by starting the lab session. Open up the skill mix page for this lab and then click on the Start Lab button. And now we just have to wait until the access key and secret key are available. I'm going to pause the video now and come back when they're ready. To install the CLI on Windows, open up the documentation, and then on the left hand side here expand the installation section, and we're going to install version 2. And you can click on Windows. What we want to do is find the MSI link, so scroll down and you can click on this quick link, and here it is. Go ahead and click on that to start the download process. We're going to go ahead and run this. Once the wizard opens, go ahead and click Next, accept the terms, leave the default installation location, and then click Install. And there we go, all set. Okay, so now it's time to configure the CLI. It's good to have your access key and your secret key somewhere. I just copied and pasted these from the Skill Mix Lab Session window, and so make sure those are handy. And then we want to open up the command prompt. Okay, and all we have to do is type in AWS configure -- profile, and then the name of the profile. So we're going to call this Skill Mix Labs, and then press enter. It will prompt us for the access key first, and then the secret key. And then we can set US West 2 as the default region, and we'll use JSON as the default format. Okay, so that's the installation and configuration of the CLI. And then to see how it looks on the local computer, if you just type in dir, we'll see that there's a hidden folder called .aws, so let's change directly to that. And then you can see that there's a credentials file, and our credentials are in this file. The last thing we're going to do is to test our CLI. So we're going to run this test to create a bucket. This is using the AWS CLI create bucket command. The first option here is the name of the bucket. Bucket names do have to be unique, so if you're doing this, please make sure you choose a unique one. These two lines, the region and create bucket configuration, this sets our region to US West 2. And lastly, this switch makes sure we uses the right profile configuration with our credentials. So copy that, and you can paste it into the command prompt. Execute the command, and you'll see we now have a new bucket right there.